We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. To throw is RG3. Finding room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's the longtime Jaguar. It's Fred Taylor. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Hester. 26 yards. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Moon. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Moon to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw, Moon. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, it's Moon. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Now Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Moon. He'll buy some time right. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 4th down, Moon. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. They go play action with Griffin. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Pats lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Hester to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Moon. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. first and 10. Moon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10. Now Moon. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now a second and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4th down, here's RG3. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Hester on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Moon. Gets it downfield to Mayer. Still on his feet. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, 67 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Here's Griffin. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Out of the gun. It's Moon. They'll roll him out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield now, here's Griffin. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Brown. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always...
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 37. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Moon. Right side caught by Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moon. Here's Hester open right side. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Griffin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball around, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Moon. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Moon to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a first down throw, Moon. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, it's Moon. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To throw on second down, Moon. He finds Mayer here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Moon. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Moon. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Moon. It's Jackson again on the reception. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's got it down to the 28. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Moon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 3rd down. Moon. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Javon Curse in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. How about this? They'll change it at the line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Pats are going to get this back. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, Moon. It's caught by Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw, Moon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he stopped immediately there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Young from the shotgun. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. He's got this almost. Before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now here's Young. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Young. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Young to throw on 4th. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor from 17 yards out. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Moon. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Got a man. It's Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake. Now Moon. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action. It's Moon. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Mayer from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And that is incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Sent up on their first series, but the depth is settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moon to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Devin Hester, 36 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Looks like they'll move things around here. Now a 1st down throw. Moon. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's Moon. To the left side, there's Mayer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Moon. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Young's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Young. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kadarius Toney, 55 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Devin Hester with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Moon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Moon. Open man downfield is Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st down, it's Moon. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And now off to the races down the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the two-point try. To throw is Young. A final shot before break. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. To throw, Moon. That one caught by Rice. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Looking to throw. Moon. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Mayer, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Isaiah Likely. 68 yards. And the Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners,
that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, this is Jackson. And this time, not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run again with Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Moon. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake. Moon. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here right right, still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Young to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Jackson with a catch. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. To the left side and caught by Hester. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's second down.
Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it. They'll try and run it in, and he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and he may be on the way to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's first and 10. Young. Watson making the catch.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here's first down. Here's Young.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And we've got free football. Fourth quarter's done.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a first down throw, Moon. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Moon to throw. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to speed things up here.
And now they'll shift things around.
A play fake, now Moon.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Young on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back. He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Touchdown! Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
And Young's going to throw for this.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up and a little bit. He came through.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into...
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Now Heineke.
That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. Heineke to throw it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marcus Kemp, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And now it's blocked. The Vikings have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, that's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. It's just 1 point. Let's coach you see, a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn
was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1. Toss play to Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Now a toss play for Bo. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Heineke. He sets up the screen to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Heineke trying to get him up to the line quickly. On 3rd down, Heineke. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try to pick up the first down. And I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll run again with Jackson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On the give, here comes Jackson. Muscles him off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a give. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. There he goes right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. Boom. We got points on the board.
And you just identified why the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Heineke.
And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over in back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
Looking for Michael Mayer on the play.
And it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's caught. Smith. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Pushes him over. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's Moon. Rolling to his right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Moon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Michael Mayer.
30 yards.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On play action, Heineke.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First down, Heineke.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this run.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jackson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game.